So it is around lunchtime, about 12:30ish here, and we're gonna check this sourdough starter out, okay? So, been working in my office. I left it alone. Let me turn the camera around so you guys can see the oven here. All right, so they're in there. Like I said, the oven's not on. It is just the light that's on. Let's take these babies out. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Let's take a look at this one. This is the one from Amazon. What's it called? The Cultures for Health. Okay. So Cultures for Health. This one wasn't doing much this morning. And it still doesn't look like it's doing much. So I guess we're going to feed it. We're going to feed it, and let me get all my stuff here. And then this is the one that's mine, that's homemade, which I didn't think was going to do much. But, oh yeah, I can smell that one. It's definitely doing more. And look, there's bubbles. Oh, she's doing so good. So the one that I paid nothing for is doing so much better than the San Francisco one that I paid for. So, okay, I guess we'll see here. Let's go ahead and take it over to the island and we'll feed them. All right, you guys. So I got you guys set up here at the island. And so I have my 2 starters. You guys, I'm so excited about my homemade starter. Like, I feel so proud of this little starter. I did not think I was going to get much. And having 24 hours here, and I have bubbles. And I could smell it when I uncovered her too. This one, maybe she's just too dry. You know, I don't know. We're going to see, hopefully. You know what? Maybe this one should be Bubbles. I think I'm naming her Bubbles because she started bubbling up right away. She's got personality. I think this one's Bubbles. Okay, we'll find another name for this one. Okay, so being that I had so much success with this acorn flour for this one, because I did, let's see, what is this? Did an 1/8 of a cup or so for this one of each for my homemade one. So for this one here, it says that after 12 to 24 hours, we feed the starter with an additional 2 tablespoons of flour and 2 tablespoons of water. So with that said, with this one being a little bit drier, and I have warm water again here, warm filtered water, for my little machine over there. Let's go ahead and start with this one and do 1, 2, because she's looking thirsty. Okay. And then, so then for this one, I kind of just eyeballed it because that's what I did originally. So let's go ahead and do the 2 tablespoons of flour that it calls for on the instructions for this one. And I'm going to do this one, the all-purpose wheat flour from Acorn for that one. Let's throw that in there. Kind of stuck because it was wet from the water. Okay, and then for this one, I think we're going to stick with the same ratio of, she likes this and this one. So, the bread flour. So let's do the bread flour for her and half of this other one. And I'm trying to see if this one will boost itself and we can start getting some bubbles with this kind. So let me get something to mix it with. Here we are. Let's mix it. I think it needs a little bit more water. Maybe that's what's wrong with it. It just needs a little bit more water. Let me get a little bit more water in there for this one. maybe half a tablespoon more there. So it's pancake batter consistency. I think we're good on that. Maybe a little bit more water. Maybe I needed a full tablespoon more. Let's get. Let's continue mixing that. Okay. So we did good on that one. So for the instructions, no, instruction says after 12 to 20, well, that's what step 2 said. It says after 12 to 24 hours, feed the starter with an additional 4th cup. So maybe in the evening, I'm supposed to feed her again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and feed her before I go to bed, since we did it a little bit later. So it says with an additional 1/4 of a cup of flour and water, and stir thoroughly. And then after the 24-hour mark, then we're supposed to start discarding. So we'll just start discarding tomorrow. So we'll feed this one again in the evening. Okay. Let's wrap this one back up. I'm going to wash my little mixer spatula thing here before mixing this one, because I don't want to mix the two. No cross-contamination here, so I will be right back. All right, so wash my spatula. We now have bubbles. This is the homemade one. So I went ahead and added those 2 tablespoons of flour and then the 2 tablespoons of water. And we're just gonna mix her up. And I think she's gonna need a little bit more water. So this is the one where I'm telling you, I'm just kind of eyeballing it. I didn't really start with much of a measurement with her. Kind of going the intuitive way. So it's a little thick. Oh, but she's smelling good, you guys. She's smelling good. I think she likes that mix of the, I don't even know how you pronounce it. Is it einkorn? And then the King Arthur flour here. I'm gonna add another tablespoon or so of the warm water. Let's mix her up. Okay, let's move our rubber band up here. We're not up, so we could tell if this rises. Well, I guess that's that with her. I think she's doing good. I think we'll check her out again right before we go to bed tonight. But this is day 2 again for both of these little ones, okay? This is the starter and then my homemade starter. We're kind of comparing the two here, see which one does better. So far, my homemade starter has a little bit more activity. So, and even had a little bit of that smell initially when I had taken off the cap. So we'll check them both again tonight, see what they're doing. I can't wait to see, hopefully if this starts to rise, maybe by tomorrow. But I'm gonna leave the oven light on. Oven is off, and I'm gonna go ahead and put them back in there. And see what they do, work their magic, okay? So let's cap this one too. And then I will see you guys again this evening, day 2 here. Now, I do work from home, you guys. Let me just make that that comment. So that's why I have the opportunity, to kind of do it right now during lunchtime. And then we'll check on it again, because they do say when you're starting off your starter, to go ahead and try and feed it every 12 to 24 hours. So I'm kind of trying to do like the twice a day kind of thing. So if I was in the office today or had to go into work, then I wouldn't have done that. I would have just done it early in the morning, instead of just observing it like I did in the morning, and then I would have done it again in the evening. But I wanted to give it a little bit more time. So that's why this adventure today on day 2 has been a little bit longer. But don't feel discouraged if you're saying, oh, I can't be checking up on no starter 3 to 4 times a day. No, well, it's only been 2 times, but either way, that's a wrap then. Okay, I'll see you guys later on tonight. We'll see what happens. Bye.